Good morning. Today we are going to start our unit on informational text. Just by thinking about the word informational text, what do you think informational text means? Or what is the purpose for using informational text? Take a minute and think about that. So one thing that comes to mind when I see or hear the phrase informational text is that I see the word information and I see the word inform. So informational text, the purpose is to inform people what is going on. Can anyone think of any types of informational text that they may have seen before or have seen used in other classes? That's right. So some types of informational text that we see in some of our everyday lives is going to be a nutrition label on one of our food items, such as a cereal box, an advertisement that is going on, that is shown on TV or broadcast over the radio. An advertisement just informs us what's going on. It may have informed us of a sale that's going on at a store or different ads that are in the newspaper for the grocery store. Another example of informational text that we will see coming up here in a little bit or throughout this week is going to be an interview. And another will be looking at an article, a graphic organizer. Those can all be forms of informational text because they inform us of what's happening. So, instead of having a boring lesson over, or a boring unit over informational text, I'm going to bring in some science concepts to integrate. We are going to look at learning about different topics of the rainforest. So, one of the graphic organizers that I like to do at the beginning of a unit is a KWL chart. Can anyone tell me, or let's back up a little bit. Has anyone used a KWL chart before? Maybe in a previous grade in English or language arts, in a different class. A number of you? Good. So KWL chart is where we can write down our thoughts. So I like to use this to see what you know, what you want to know, and what you have learned. So, may have given you some hints of what each letter stands for. Let's see if you paid attention. Can anyone tell me what the K stands for? Very nice. So the K stands for what you already know about a topic. Such as that we are going to fill out a KWL chart about the rainforest. What does the W stand for? Awesome. So the W stands for what you want to know. So in this part, or in this column of the KWL chart, this is where you're going to write down some questions that you may have. And as you think about those questions, see if those questions will be answered. Either today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. Those questions may be answered. And lastly, what does the L stand for? Very nice. So the L stands for what you have learned. So the L column, this will be the very last column that we will fill out, or you will fill out at the end of the week when we are all finished. So as a recall, what does the K stand for? What we already know, right? W, what we want to know, or what we want to learn. And L, what we have learned. So, I'm going to let you work with a partner, and you and your partner are going to brainstorm or jot down some things that you may already know about the rainforest. So take the next 5 to 7 minutes to work with your partner and fill out the K column. After about 5 to 7 minutes, then we're going to regroup. I'm going to call in some of you, and we are going to create a class KWL chart. So I will have a piece of poster board up at the front of the room, and I'm going to jot down what you guys have put, what some of you have put in your K column. And then once we finish that, you're going to work with, you either work with the same partner or you can choose a different partner, and you're going to work together to fill out the W column. Any questions before I let you get started? No? Okay. So I'm going to set the timer for 7 minutes. When the timer goes off, we'll regroup. And then we'll work for another 7 minutes, or about 5 minutes to fill out the W column. If you have any questions, or I will be walking around the room and see what you guys are coming up with.